Hi, my name is Hannah Lee, and I'm a farmer. Come pick some cotton with me. Come along with me while I walk you through the process of picking cotton and what I do with it.
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up! Stand up!
We will be talking about a TikToker who made a very questionable video and just posts questionable content in general. This is so hilarious because when you guys see this video, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. So this TikToker goes by the name Hannah Lee Yoder. Hannah Lee Yoder? Yes.
I got it right.
In her bio, she says she's our favorite Tradwife, which tells us all we need to know already. And then right underneath that, she says, I hate my natural hair, question mark, exclamation mark, YouTube. It's very painfully obvious that she's trying to capitalize off this recent hate that she's gaining from a video that we will be looking into like.
Hi, my name is Hannah Lee, and I'm a farmer. Come pick some cotton with me. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is she picking cotton for?
So, what the fuck? What the fuck you doing?
Hold on, pause. Do you guys hear that music in the background?
What on earth is she?
Did you guys hear that? Just the whole vibe of this video alone. We're only like 6 seconds in, I can't even see the time. And you guys, I got the vibe that, wait, is this a joke? Like, is this a parody or something? This can't be, she can't be in the slightest bit serious, right? The music that's playing in the background remind me so much of music that's used in like videos about, not videos, I mean movies about slavery. For a minute, I thought I would trip and I was like, that can't be what I'm hearing. Even down to like what she's wearing, that dress, by the way, I was saying like, this gots to be a serious skit. Like she's wearing clothing that are commonly seen in movies about slavery. The music, the vibe, the everything. But then I decided to go through her page and saw that, oh wait, she normally wears clothing like this. Like she's always wearing some dress that, you know, that's just what she wears. Hey, let's return back to the video because if I keep pausing y'all, we will never finish this video.
If you wanted me to be quirky, I'd say it's in my DNA. But the truth of the matter is, it's in my household. And as someone who loves a cotton stuffed mattress and a cotton stuffed pillow, and I'm getting low on both.
Pause.
I beg your most humble pardon.
Not only is the music, the vibe, you know, the act of picking cotton alone already a little bit uncomfortable and very unsettling for people watching this, including myself. That joke. It's in whose DNA? It's in your DNA, ma'am.
I had to go harvest some cotton. But look at how gorgeous it is out here. You cannot tell me I wasn't born to pick cotton.
Here we go again with these jokes. Born to pick cotton. At this point,
This girl knows what she's doing.
no one can convince me that this wasn't rage bait and that this wasn't meant to spark negative emotions and gain traction on your page. Like, I'm recording right now. I'm about to post a YouTube video. You want people to watch your stuff, right? But this was made with clear intentions of having people be like, you know, the reaction that she's getting now. And she knows what she's doing, bro. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, and the laugh, the joke, the chuckles. I'm like, yo, this is coming from a place of... I'm not gonna say the word.
Anyway, all jokes aside, I have actually come to love the cotton picking process. I love my little bulbs and I cannot wait for them to produce more cotton. Look how cute they are. Now the fire ants were getting on to me, so I had to go. But there's something to the process of getting home and de-seeding them and stripping the cotton down.
Who's holding that camera up? Who's holding the camera up? You know what? We gonna see in the next clip. And so much things are gonna make so much sense.
Do y'all hear the cars in the background?
Wow, and that's just so calming. I have my 3 buckets, one for soapy water, one for the seeds, and one for my freshly picked cotton. And this process is so relaxing, I'm serious. My husband is so cute. He came and bought me coffee. We use freshly ground.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
Okay. Oh, okay. It's making a lot of sense, right? We're picking the pieces as to why the video just got progressively worse and worse and worse and worse. And why so much people are like, oh, that's not what you think it is. Like, are you okay?
I'm gonna try to get to bed at a decent time because it is Saturday and I have to go worship the Lord tomorrow. But thanks for coming along with me and enjoy your weekend.
So before we get too deep into this video, I think a lot of things that we learned from just this disgusting, nasty, very unsettling video alone is that A, she's a farmer, B, she's a stay-at-home mom, C, she's a Christian, so aka conservative, and a tradwife, which is equivalent to just being a brain dead. Sorry.
Let me not say that.
You guys already know my views on people who stay at home, you know, women who choose to live this lifestyle. I believe feminism was created so that women can choose to do either one. If you want to be a stay-at-home wife, go ahead, go be a stay-at-home wife. As long as you have, you know, the financial status of a man or a woman to back it up, and you know what you're getting yourself into. Like, you know that if this person leaves you today, you're
Kind of cooked.
the person you're with who's going to be doing the work needs to have a certain amount of wealth for you to be comfortable enough to agree to be a stay-at-home mom. So people of a certain class are the ones who, realistically speaking, can afford to do this. Off the bat, she clearly kind of lives in a different world from the average person. On top of that, she's a farmer. Which average person owns a farm? Which average person has the amount of money to buy a big piece of land and say, hey, I'm gonna own a farm, I'm gonna grow plants and all that stuff? It's not realistic for the average person. So to model this type of lifestyle online and try to entice people and make this seem like, oh, this is definitely achievable, it's not. It really isn't. It's not realistic. So you have to have certain privileges to even be able to do this and like say that this is your life, this is very peaceful, and a lot of people are missing out.
So I'm getting a lot of hate on my page, and people have asked me to address it. And the truth of the matter is, let's just say for argument's sake, I did say something that irritated y'all. And the truth of the matter is, I've been on this app for a long time, and everything that I do pisses people off in one way or the other. So I just do me. Anyways, if you're looking for an apology, you're not gonna get one. Learn to block me if you don't actually like my content. But the truth of the matter is, you're low-key a fan. You really are. And you just can't get enough.
Girl, nobody wants to live like you.
I'm just gonna say that out the bat. She's a farmer. Something like this is the norm for her. I'm not even close to being upset that her picking cotton is the problem, because if they grow cotton, they want to harvest cotton just like any other plant. Go ahead and do that, but we can't be ignorant to the fact that there's a really dark history between black people in picking cotton. So when you post a video like this and just decide to throw very disgusting racist jokes while editing the video and decide, hey, this is the most appropriate thing I can say when approaching a sensitive topic such as picking cotton. Millions of African slaves died doing this. And for you to say things like, oh, it's in my DNA, I was born to do this, and then proceed to show your white husband, your Caucasian husband, who is the color, he isn't the color of my shirt, but you guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's very insensitive to do all of that stuff, because not only is the jokes alone like very disgusting and triggering for many people, it's the fact that she showed her white husband. She probably don't even know, or probably isn't, no, she has to be aware. But there's many stereotypes about interracial couples, like a lot of stereotypes about interracial couples. And I'm not against interracial couples, y'all. You date whoever you want, whether they're white, black, whatever the case might be. I support it, okay? The problem is that there's a strong stereotype surrounding interracial couples, and people really believe that if a black person or somebody of a different race dates someone outside of their race, people tend to believe that, oh, you hate your own race. Like, there is a lot of self-hatred rooted deeply within you. For her to do that and then show her white husband and also kind of feed into this stereotype that, hey, I'm making racist jokes about myself, I'm doing something that a lot of black people would not even dream to do. Like, you can't even close your eyes and imagine that you're doing this. So that's just a little background on why a lot of people are very upset at this video. Again, she's a farmer. Picking cotton in your own farm, fine, beautiful. Like, you're growing plants, you're growing harvest. But then to add a lot of racist jokes on top of that and then proceed to show like what's in your household, aka being married to a white man, and then deciding to show him in that same video, it's giving rage bait. And I'm sorry,
It worked.
it worked. And now that it worked, she's trying to double down and make it seem like, I don't get why you guys are mad. Okay, so she decided to respond to this comment that says, born to pick cotton is a wild sentence after the DNA one.
So I posted a video of me yesterday picking cotton, and everybody's upset. Some people are saying it's because of the dark humor. Other people are saying it's because of the fact that I'm picking cotton. But y'all will literally rage about anything. As someone who's been an influencer on the internet for quite some time, I have had outrage about every single choice I've ever made. From my hair, to the way I dress, to the person I marry.
I'm sorry, but a lot of the dresses she wears are just plain ugly to me. Yep, okay.
Style is subjective.
Clothing is subjective, beauty is subjective, everything is subjective. If you were attempting to be modest, which I kind of despise the idea of modesty in the Christian religion. Because why is it that the woman have to try to cover all her curves, all her arms, all her, hide the fact that she even have breasts? And then the man, aka you guys can see in the clips of her husband, he's wearing a shirt and a pants. Why can I see his legs, but why must I hide my legs, right? Why can I see the curvature of your legs, but I have to hide the curvature of my legs? Why can I see that you have a chest? In my opinion, modesty must go both ways. She's wearing this funeral church type dress on a daily basis, whereas her husband is wearing pants and a tight fitted shirt. Like, what we're seeing here is a shirt that's hugging all his curves and his muscles. I don't think that's modest. I don't think that's Christ-like. It's going out of focus, ain't it? I just think he have to be just as modest as her if they're trying to portray this Christ-like modest lifestyle. Like, put on a dress, put on a bag that's gonna cover your muscles. Like, you know that there's women out there that might lust after you, right? That ain't so modest. Just like, oh, women must hide every part of her body because men can't control their lust. There's women out there who can't control their lust too. So go ahead and put on your dress. Like, they gotta be dressed the same in order for these rules to apply. I grew up in a Christian country. I grew up in a Christian area. I went to a private Christian school, y'all. Like, I seen the whole thing. I heard the whole thing. That's why a lot of the things in the Christian faith pushed me away, because I realized it was very one-sided, and a lot of it was just like misogynistic, sexist views that were made to oppress women and just make women feel guilty overall and center their entire existence around men. Like, what? And I don't even think it's the Bible itself. It's really the people who spread this message, such as her and like a bunch of other creators on the app, that really triggers me. It triggers me, and it makes me feel like the whole thing's, there's something deeply wrong with the religious system in general.
Married, to how many kids I have. The list goes on and on and on. But I've learned that I just need to be 100% myself, even if that doesn't fit the Black stereotype. And that is a woman who loves farming, who loves having children, who has a really dry sense of humor, and loves a old vintage outfit and a pretty dress. In a world where
Hannah Lee, for their, oh my gosh.
For God's sake.
People aren't upset that you wear a dress and then married a white man and decide to live on a farm and live your ultra Tradwife life. People are upset that you made a racist joke. Just look at the problem for what it is. What is so hard to grasp onto that you said something that's very racially insensitive? It was racist.
It was racist.
That's what it was. It was racist. It's not supposed to be rocket science. And the fact that she's trying to gaslight us and flip the narrative that, oh, it's not rage bait. You guys are just trying to be angry at me. You're looking for someone to rage on. And you know what? Because I know she might not even know the definition of gaslight, and she might, just see it as a word that these people on the internet like to throw around. Let me go to the definition of gaslight. I got it here for you. Psychological manipulation of a person, usually over an extended period of time. And this is over extended period of time, because she proceeded to make over 8, probably 10 videos about this whole situation, just trying to capitalize off of the fact that she was being racist, like just straight up racist. That causes the victim to question the validity of their own thoughts, perception of reality, or memories, and typically leads to confusion, loss of confidence, and self-esteem. You are trying to gaslight us about this situation.
We all saw the same video.
You made a video picking cotton. You know the history of cotton picking in Black people. You know the history of racism in America. It built the foundations of this freaking country, for crying out loud.
You guys are just angry because I don't abide by the Black stereotype.
Ma'am, you were abiding by a Black stereotype. I don't think you noticed that. And as we'll see even more, is that she also tries to play the Black card and try to gaslight us again and try to make it seem like you guys are only hating on me because I'm Black.
The irony?
So she decided to respond to her other video and try to make it seem like she's taking accountability, which, newsflash, she wasn't.
As someone who's huge on personal accountability and growth, I decided to review my cotton picking video to see if the jokes that I made really were geared towards the Black community, as I am a farmer who actually picks cotton. And as I listened to that voiceover, I heard the words I and me. And I realized that I did not say a single thing geared towards anyone besides myself.
Oh my gosh, now I'm starting to get narcissist vibes, because I swear only a narcissist would say something like that to try to flip the situation and make it seem like, oh, but I wasn't talking about you. Even though I said something that generalized an entire group of people and I fall under that category. But the fact that she tried to make it seem like, oh, I didn't say anything about anybody else. I said I and me. Not realizing because of her skin tone and the history behind what she was doing triggered an entire group of people who are the same race as her. It's insane. no, this is actually crazy. Girl, you triggered black people. Don't be afraid to say it. Do you guys see my frustration with this? Like, it feels like everything after this is just rage bait, because the rage bait is working, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm somebody who falls for rage bait, and it's very hard to control my emotions when it comes to rage bait. I just have a lot of emotions.
But since I happen to be a black woman, the internet has decided to tell me what I can and can't joke about, what I can and can't do.
The irony of this is she keeps trying to play the black card. She keeps trying to make it seem like it's only because I'm black you guys are hating on me. It's only because you're black that the black community is triggered that you're doing this. Like, what?
Because of the color of my skin. Big creators like Jackie Aina have stitched their videos just so that their audience will come on my page and spread hate. But I've got news for y'all. I have never been anything.
What the fuck?
She tried to make it seem like Jackie Aina made that video so she can get hate. Jackie Aina had the same reaction as all of us, because it can't be real.
Some cotton with me. Now, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is she picking cotton for? If you wanted me to be quirky, I'd say it's in my DNA.
Like, I'm actually thinking like she might be delusional. For you not to be able to see what you've done wrong in this situation, it's scary. No, it's actually scary that people like her exist. Like, it's right in your face. Damn.
But authentically myself. And I'm not going to change that because y'all want to make this narrative about race play and cosplay or whatever garbage that you're swallowing at this period of time. And you do not need to worry about my children because they are interracial.
It's so funny. Like, it's almost like somebody is sitting in their own and they can't smell it. But they smell it everybody else, but you can't smell your own. You just said earlier, people are angry at you because you're black. And then now when people bring up the fact that, hey, it's not because you're black. Well, it is because you're black, but you decided to be racist towards black people by saying that maybe it's in your DNA. I'm getting like strong narcissistic vibes from her, and it's not even funny. Like, I'm not trying to diagnose nobody with narcissism. If you guys ever spoke to a narcissist before, it sounds like that. And on top of that, she always keep mentioning that I'm just being myself. I'm just being myself. Are you really being yourself? Basically trying to make it seem like I'm not gonna change because this is who I am. You're a racist? This could have been a moment of positivity. She could have even said like, doing this, it's like a moment of reflection to be like, damn, I'm able to do this on my own farm. I'm not in a time where, you know, this was once used to oppress my ancestors. She could have even used this to say, I reclaim what was once taken away from us. Not even that, y'all.
They will learn to appreciate both sides of the coin and learn not to take life too seriously. Because an occasional joke does not mean a lack of empathy. But if the joke is not in relation to you, it's honestly none of your business. I know it's easy to get caught up in the negativity when it's so loud, but to all my authentic followers, I genuinely appreciate you. I'm really proud of who I am. And
girl, the joke was about black people. The joke was about black people. Why does she keep trying to pretend like, I don't know why people are upset at this joke? Are you not aware that you're black? Seems like she's only aware that she's black when it's convenient to her. Like when she's ready to like somehow make herself the victim in the situation. Like, I'm sorry, what's not clicking? What's not clicking? You are a black woman who said picking cotton is in your DNA. We all share the same ancestors. Our ancestors went through basically the same thing. Why are you surprised that people feel like this joke was targeted towards them? Like, what is wrong with you? Alright, enough raging, enough screaming.
good morning. It is a great morning to be alive. I told myself, you know what, don't start it off with no sarcasm. I fear that a lot of you are not getting the humor behind my recent reel. Anyway, with that being said, vote Donald Trump.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Yep, she's actually dumb. I'm sorry I had to say it. I think this girl is brain dead. Coming from someone who is new to politics in general, I'm new to American politics, I'm new to like even politics in my home country. I don't get why anyone would even let Donald Trump run for presidency. Personally, I think Donald Trump is a stain on America's history. You believe whatever you believe. You vote for whoever you want to vote for. But when I decide to actually look into this man's policies and look at the things he said in the past, this man don't care about the American people. He don't care about the well-being of anybody. He don't care about people who look like me. As a matter of fact, anytime African Americans are brought up in this man's conversation, it's always something disgusting. It's always something unsettling. He does not care about people of color. And seeing what happened at the Capitol, which I literally was researching yesterday because I was like, wait, I wasn't even here when that whole thing with the Capitol hell happened. And I saw that he appealed to white supremacists and white supremacist beliefs. These people brought out a whole out to the Capitol, destroyed the Capitol, had racist signs, racist posters, geared towards literally every single race except for the white race. It's truly disturbing. Like, it's disturbing. For her to come out with this video is very expected, not surprised, but there's definitely rocks between her head. And I am terrified for her biracial kids, like she mentioned in her video, because also a stereotype that a lot of biracial kids go through racism their entire lives because they have a parent like this and another parent who has a family of racist background, and they just got to deal with it, right? They just got to deal with microaggressions, racist remarks, and you know, you kind of have to suck it up and find a new way to cope.
Because I've moved into the realm of sharing life on the farm and my humor and my outfits and everything, people have forgotten that at my core, I'm a Christian. And that's what makes me so outspoken about what I believe. I've never
certified once religious Christian here. Okay, you guys are gonna see this a lot with people who claim to be Christians. A lot of Christians are narcissists. It's almost like, you know, you take a narcissist to therapy and they give the therapist their side, and, you know, they say all the wrong things to the therapist, even lie, and the therapist doesn't pick up that, hey, you know, I'm dealing with a narcissist, and they proceed to validate everything the narcissist feels. And so after the narcissists leave therapy, they go ahead in real life and just become like 10 times worse than what they were before. That's what it's like giving terrible people the Bible and they have something that's there to like validate all their negative feelings, and they just become an even more hateful person than they were before. When you meet somebody who's like deep in their religion and they have something such as the Bible, which is there to say, hey, if the world hates you, it's because of me, and I told you that you will be hated. I told you that the world will not like you, so the world hating you is actually a good thing, because that means you're a good Christian, right? All you're doing is validating them by showing them that, hey, this is actually quite truthful and we don't like that. All they're registering that as is, oh, God said this will happen, so I'm not actually doing anything wrong. I'm just going to continue to do this and continue to like spread these nasty beliefs towards everyone.
I'm perfect. You know, I'm perfect in the image of Christ.
All while not realizing they're causing more harm than good and pushing other people away from the faith. So her releasing this video saying like, hey, everything I've done is because I'm a Christian. Girl, you just made fun of the suffering of millions of people of the past and acting like you don't know what you're doing. And if we're going according to Christian values, isn't she doing the direct opposite of what a Christian should be doing? A Christian should be forgiving. They shouldn't intentionally try to make a bunch of people angry. And if you do, you know what you're supposed to do according to the Bible? You're supposed to apologize. Why, as a Christian, would you make a disgusting joke like that? Like, what? I'm just a little bit confused. What? It doesn't make any sense. Are you really a Christian for making fun of people who have been tortured, people who have died? Don't seem too Christ-like to me. It doesn't seem so Christ-like to me. To end off this video, I decided to like just see who Hannah Lee is. Give you guys even more depth into who this person is. And she decided to make a video after all of this controversy. She decided to make a video saying, what is a black tradwife? Or what is it? Black tradwife? So let's see who she is. Maybe she can redeem herself, reintroduce herself, right? Even though she said in her other video she's not going to apologize. She did nothing wrong. So let's see who is Hannah Lee Yoder.
Hi, I'm glad you made it to my part of the internet.
I didn't make it to your part of the internet, ma'am.
I forced myself into it.
And I believe in traditional homemaking.
Don't say you believe in traditional homemaking. As if everyone can find a man who is making well over 6 figures, enough to support another human being in an economy where the average American is making $50,000 a year. Which, if you split that by 2 people, that's $25,000 a year. And if you divide that by 12, that's about, not even $2,000 a month. Not realistic, ain't it? You might believe in something that the average American will never be able to achieve, but love that for you, right?
Submitting to my husband, raising children.
Ew, that submission word is so nasty to me. Submission literally means to bow down to someone who is superior to you. And as far as I know, there is not a single man over here in this world who is superior to me or any other woman, because we are all in the same playing field. What makes a man superior? The fact that he has testosterone? I mean, you might be physically stronger than me, but trust me, there's a woman who's stronger than you. Would that mean that everyone who is less stronger than them have to submit to them? And what does it even mean to actually submit?
I don't like how you put the milk in the fridge last night.
I'm kind of tired right now. Can you do it?
No, I'm your husband. You put it how I say you should put it.
Okay.
That's abuse. Guys, I'm just creating fake scenarios. I'm kind of bored in here. I should be doing my statistics homework. But the idea of a woman submitting to a man simply because he is a man is a very silly, and it will never make sense no matter how you put it, no matter how people try to explain it to you. Hello guys, Izzy here on a very lazy Sunday, which is very apparent. Another thing I wanted to say is the most controversial part about women having to submit to their husbands is that, well, according to the Bible and very traditional values, is that women are the ones who are supposed to be taking care of the kids, responsible for raising the kids and all of that stuff. So why would you have the inferior partner taking care of the kids and being responsible for raising an entire human being? Shouldn't the superior partner be in charge of raising an entire human being? So if we're being realistic, wouldn't it have to be the other way around? People do realize housework is a lot of labor, right? Like, it takes a lot of energy to do that and like clean up after another human being. So if we're going according to strength, intelligence, knowledge, all of that stuff, shouldn't the superior person be doing literally everything on top of working? Like, I'm too frail to be doing anything. I should be laying down in bed and like doing nothing all day. Like, why is there so many bends? Why is there so many shortcuts and like so much exceptions when it comes to what's considered superior and inferior in like hard work and what's worthy of being deemed as like intelligent? All jokes aside, y'all, I believe marriage is a partnership, and no matter what relationship you're in, whether it might be a romantic partner, whether it might be family relationships, even friendships, we all know that relationships like that never work. Only one person is always getting their way. We're humans with our own individual thoughts, our own individual desires, because we were made that way. That's not a myth. Like, everyone thinks differently. That's why there's so much disparity in America. Like, not even America, in the world. Relationships in general, you know, a relationship can only work if each person is willing to compromise, or we're willing to call out right for right and wrong for wrong. No matter the gender, no matter your sexual orientation, no matter how strong you are, no matter how smart you are. As long as you're emotionally stable and emotionally intelligent to understand that, hey, we might not always agree, but because I love and respect you, I'm willing to make amends. And that goes both ways.
Children for the Lord, dressing modestly, dealing with life with humor.
You already know how I feel about dressing modestly. Like, he should be wearing the same damn dress. I don't want to see a single leg. I don't want to see a single arm out. If we believe in modesty, it can't just be for the woman. I think that man is provoking a lot of women to being lustful. Like, that's bad. That's a sin.
My light as brightly as I possibly can.
Shining your light, but you made fun of thousands of people who were tortured in the past and proceed to say that it's in your DNA to do that, which is the same thing that white supremacists believed during the time of slavery and probably up till now. Congrats on spreading your positive light. You did the Lord's work by being racist. Anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you guys enjoyed this, share it, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts. Whether you agree, disagree, it doesn't matter to me. You could disagree with me. We're still gonna be cool. Just don't come here attacking me, okay? Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you.